Welcome to the Week Daily Podcast with me, Chris Betts. It's Friday, June 19th. Here are today's headlines. In America, today marks Juneteenth. Now, contrary to popular belief, Juneteenth doesn't celebrate the abolition of slavery. It actually celebrates a day 2.5 years later when white people finally told slaves they'd been freed after giving 130 weeks' notice. Now, there are two big stories coming out of the UK today, both COVID related. One, the government announced an end to its track and trace app. End feels like a pretty strong word for something that never really began. It reminds me of that guy who says he dumped that girlfriend who definitely exists, but you never got to meet because she was helping orphans in New Jersey. The whole government approach to the coronavirus has been baffling to me. It feels like the conservatives are, remember when you were doing group projects at school and there was always that kid who put their effort into the wrong parts? You know, like we all show up on the day with all our parts done, and all Boris has is a cover page and a fake bibliography. Now, the other COVID news is that the government has lowered the threat level from 4 to 3, despite there being no cure or even treatment for it. Meanwhile, the alert for terrorism remains high, even though the last attack was foiled by 2 civilians armed with, and I'm not kidding here, an fire extinguisher and a narwhal tusk. Why not learn from that, government? Give all of us a narwhal tusk. That way you can reopen the economy and at least make it a little magical for the kids. You know? Now, son, how far are you supposed to stay away from strangers? That's right. 1 sea unicorn horn away. Good for you. Now cover your face and never cough again. Ireland has been voted to take a seat on the UN Security Council, presumably to lighten the mood. Ireland seems like a strange choice for the Security Council until you remember that with a no-deal Brexit likely and a rising resurgence in the IRA, maybe the Security Council decided, listen, they're going to be here anyways, and I will do anything to avoid another Zoom call. Now, I understand this philosophy because we do this in comedy clubs all the time. You know, when a bachelor party comes in and they're clearly going to be trouble, you don't sit them near the stage where they're hard to get. You put them near the door. That way, when it kicks off, everyone that needs to deal with it is already there. In science news, an attempt to edit the human genome has gone terribly wrong and has been abandoned. Scientists say the problem arose when, after being inspired by the iPhone, they tried to make babies born with a U2 song stuck in their head. And finally, in sports news, the Premier League, or as I call it to annoy my friends, Scandinavian baseball, is back. Now, the big change, aside from no crowds, is that on the back of the jerseys, instead of players' names, are the words Black Lives Matter. Chelsea fans are reportedly furious, now having nothing to do with their bananas but eat them. That's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you can support the show on ko-fi.com. That's kofi.com/Chris Betts. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend.